Now, just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Bron, this time, with the jump shot, puts the Lakers down 8. Hold on, don't count them out just yet. Then in the fourth, well, all right, this is when things get a little out of hand. Alex Caruso with the turnover, comes off the turnover with the finish. Be careful there, young man. Don't hurt yourself. Well, OKC hurting the Lakers 108-90 is your final. LeBron finishing with a game-high 27 points. Wasn't quite enough. Meanwhile, Chet leading the way for OKC with 24 as Thunder take game one. Game two, an opportunity for the Lakers to climb back, but they'll have to focus on that Thursday. And we're back joined by CBS Sports NBA analyst John Gonzalez. And John, the Lakers, they came in as the biggest underdogs of LeBron's career. And I'm going to say, for a while, LeBron gave them a little bit of life, but there in the fourth quarter, OKC just looked deeper. They looked faster, just like the more complete team. But did game one feel like the Thunder just simply confirmed the gap that we knew about coming into this game?
Yeah, they really did. I mean, that was light work. We were talking a little bit about this before we came on air, where it was like, oh, the Lakers gave them a little bit of a game. But at no point did I think, oh, the Lakers are actually going to win this thing, or the Oklahoma City was in danger of losing it. In the pregame show, you asked me what would have to happen. And I said, well, a whole bunch of things for the Lakers to be in this, right? You need a big effort from LeBron. He was great tonight, had 27 points, 6 assists. He was efficient. He limited his turnovers, which was a problem in the previous round. DeAndre Ayton, he was going to have to play well. He had a double-double. Marcus Smart was going to have to chip in. He was really good tonight. He also limited his turnovers. He had 4 steals, 12 points. And then SGA. SGA was just a guy tonight. 18 points, 7 turnovers, a very un-SGA-like game, right? So you'd think, okay, the Lakers should be in this. They lost by 18. This is just what Oklahoma City does to teams. They turn the Lakers over 18 times, turn that into 20 points. Chet Holmgren had a big game. Isaiah Hartenstein was really good. Oh, by the way, here comes Jared McCain, a guy that the Sixers didn't want and gave away, and he goes for 12 points, and he's hitting threes all over the place, and he's smiling, and that's the difference between Oklahoma City and the Lakers. The Lakers have to be perfect, and Oklahoma City just has to go out and play.
Okay, but when LeBron does get you 27 and the game still gets away, is this just the reality of this Lakers team right now? LeBron, he can still give you some stretches, but without Luka, without your full cast of characters and healthy characters, they need almost everything, like you said, to be perfect against the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more you could ask from 41-year-old LeBron this postseason. He's been playing great for the most part, and I mentioned the turnovers against the Rockets. Well, tonight he limited those, and he was super efficient. And here's the thing. He can only do so much, right? He did help raise the level of Rui Hachimura. He did help raise the level of DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart. Austin Reeves is back. He's dealing with that oblique injury. He was not himself tonight. And unless you get really good Austin Reeves that you got earlier in the season when Austin Reeves was the 1A option and the Lakers were basically saying, hey, LeBron, you're going to be third in usage rate, and you're going to do all the other stuff, and you're going to be the best role player in the NBA. Unless Austin Reeves is really that 1A option that he was when Luka and Austin Reeves were healthy, then the Lakers are going to have a really tough night and a really tough series against an Oklahoma City team that is just so much deeper and so much more talented at both ends of the floor. He shot Austin Reeves tonight 3 for 16. That's not going to get it done. You're never going to be able to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in their gym, where they've only lost 7 times all year, unless Austin Reeves gets super hot, and he was super cold tonight.
Okay, so let's say Austin Reeves does get back to being that 1A. What other adjustments do you see that the Lakers would need to do heading into game 2 to give them any type of chance in this?
Yeah, I mean, we discussed it, but you need hot LeBron. You got that tonight. You need Austin Reeves to be hot. You have to limit the turnovers. Everybody says this about playing Oklahoma City. It's so much easier said than done, but you can't turn the ball over 18 times and give them 20 points. They feast off of that. That's where they get, they generate so much offense is out of those live ball turnovers off of their defense. And again, easier said than done, because you're dealing with in the front court Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren, who is just a monster defensively. And then they swarm you with their wing defenders, Kason Wallace, Alex Caruso, just up and down the Lou Dort, guys who don't really necessarily pop in the box score after a game, who just in game when you're watching it live, you're like, oh man, that is a tough assignment for the Lakers to get past. And then beyond all that, you got to shoot the ball better. They only shot 42% from the floor, just 33% from deep. That's not going to cut it. And on a night when they did a great job defending SGA, turning him over 7 times, you're thinking, okay, that's a good start. Not nearly enough. All of these things have to come together at the same time. It's got to be a perfect storm every single game for the Lakers, and tonight it wasn't.
Okay, John, just one last thing really briefly before I let you go. We talked pregame. You did not even give the Lakers a fighting chance of a gentleman's sweep. Now, what we saw through, I'm going to say 3 quarters, did game 1 maybe change how you might view them the rest of the series? Are you going to give them 1 game at least? I guess that's what I'm asking.
I'm not. If anything, it confirmed what I thought, because before we came on, I said, oh, well, at least the Lakers covered the spread. This is how easy the game went for Oklahoma City. I just looked and I'm like, oh, no, they didn't actually. No. They didn't cover the spread. They won. Oklahoma City won by 18. This was light work for Oklahoma City. Imagine if they were actually trying. It's bad news for the Lakers.
Okay. Bad news for the Lakers, but they can dust themselves off and try again. Game 2 Thursday. And, John, you'll be all over it and expecting the same result. Appreciate you, my friend. Take a look at the most consecutive playoff wins in Thunder franchise history. 6 straight wins. That only trails the 1996, then you remember, Seattle Supersonics, who had 8. They're looking for another one, like I mentioned. Game 2 Thursday from
Oklahoma City Thunder continue their title defense in the Eastern Conference semifinals. They are up 8 on the Los Angeles Lakers, thanks to Chet Holmgren's 18 points in that first half. Welcome back inside the studio, Maria Taylor, alongside the Hall of Famers, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and Carmelo Anthony. You see them, they're taking notes. They got their highlighters out. They're ready to break down the first half. He does. So we'll start with UVP. And Chet Holmgren's 18 points right now leading all scorers in this game. What went well for him in the first half?
Just activity, understanding the offense and where he could be effective, not just on the defensive end, but on the offensive end. You seeing your guard drive big there. There's no big there. Nobody's looking. He cuts down the lane. You see here, protecting the rim. You know, that's what he does. He's a rim protector. He's up there for Defensive Player of the Year. And on the other end, big to big out of transition, loud play. So, I mean, they hit on all cylinders. You know, one thing I said is that the Lakers cannot turn the ball because of things like that. They get out running, and then it's usually their guards on the receiving end of those plays. Now their bigs are getting out, making plays for each other. But the Lakers have done a pretty good job sticking in this game, but Chet Holmgren has put his imprint on this game on both sides of the ball.
The Lakers probably did what they wanted to do, and they turned Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over, tried to make the offense difficult for him, at least in that first half. I know that was something you guys were keying in on in the pregame show.
It's a test for Shai. You know, Shai is just testing it out and seeing what the test is. What's the test that the Lakers are presenting him with? First half, they switched on him, they smothered him, they made it tough on him, they sped him up a little bit. But he just learned. He's just picking his spots and seeing how the game goes. Again, this is the first game, and Chet been leading this first half. I mean, the way Chet been running the court, blocking shots, protecting the rim. I mean, it's been all Chet first half.
I find this first half of OKC. First, let me go to the Lakers. I thought the Lakers came out like I expected them to come out, how LeBron came out and attacked right away, scoring, being aggressive on the offensive end. I thought their defensive assignments in terms of like what they wanted to do, I thought they executed that on Shai, obviously, when he's turning the ball over. But it's like, to me, with OKC, in that first half, they got to a point where they felt like, okay, we got control of the game. Then they relaxed a little bit and it got, you know, a few careless turnovers. Lakers got back in the game. So for me, it's just with OKC, when they decide to be focused and locked in, they know the Lakers can't beat them.
Yeah, we saw the Lakers go on a run a little bit in that second quarter, only a 3-point differential in the second quarter. LeBron James, 16 points in 17 minutes of play. One thing you said, Melo, was you wanted the Lakers or LeBron to win one quarter. That was going to be the key in this one. No, so far, no. So far, no dice.
They got close.
They got close.
Yeah, he has to win a quarter. Maybe be third. I don't know about fourth.
Yeah.
Now, if you win the fourth, that means you put your cape on. But go out there and try to win this third quarter. Himself should put an impact on this third quarter.
All right, we'll see what adjustments LeBron James, J.J. Redick as head coach makes. 16 points in that first half, but the Lakers finding themselves down 8 at the break.
7, not a lot of time to do much. You know, it's going to be a quick shot. You know, they got a better look than we'd like, but thankfully they missed.
And then on offense, the Lakers started this game by doubling Shai. How well do you think you all recognize that and then played it?
They could put together, you know, given that I think their roster is not as talented as OKC, but I still want to give a chance because they could put something together that can, muddy up the game for the Lakers, slow down their tempo, whatever the case may be. But to me, I just don't see the Lakers winning the game in this series because of the talent of OKC and how well SGA has been playing.
If you're going to win, if you're the Lakers, you're going to win. You have to control the pace. A lot of guys has to play well. DeAndre Ayton has to control the glass, creating extra opportunities, extra possession for them to make shots. Then once you get those extra shots, you have to make threes. And you're going to have to defend, and you cannot turn the ball over. And I think you're going to have to be crafty with how you defend OKC in and out of timeouts. You can't give them the same look multiple times, or they'll eat you alive.
Can the Lakers score the basketball? They have to score the basketball. OKC is first in the opponent field goal percentage. They top 5 in steals, blocks, turnovers.
Keep going.
Can they score enough points to keep them in the basketball game?
Yeah, and even if they stay in the basketball game, OKC has one of the first times since 2023. But I want to start with OKC. Listen, they got a sweep against the Phoenix Suns. 4 games, never looked like they were down and or out. Are we talking about a situation where they're going to win 8 straight games and then make their way to the Western Conference Finals, T-Mac?
I mean, this is the defending champs we talk about, a very confident group that's on a mission to win another title, have the 2-time MVP on their team. It's just going to be very hard for the Lakers to stop SGA and the gang. I mean, when you talk about the depth that they had that the Lakers don't have, I don't know how you match up with these guys because the OKC, the guys on their bench, they could come in for 25, 30 minutes, but how they play is really not that much of a drop-off when you're talking about the bench coming in for the starters. So with that being said, the Lakers cannot match up with that. They have to almost play a perfect game to beat these guys, and I don't know if they have the personnel for that.
And if you're OKC, you come out and you send a message. You let the Lakers know. You send a message like, hey, guys,
don't play around.
Welcome to the second round, but not against us.
But can
take care of business.
Can somebody say what the average number was in
15.
the 15
They're
in the regular
15-point
season?
dogs, yeah. Okay. That's the largest, I think, dog that LeBron James has ever been in a playoff game. He's 41 years old, okay? And he's played in 299 of these. And so down bad going into it. But it's because it's OKC. I mean, this is a team that hasn't shown too many warts throughout the regular season.
They don't have that many holes in their game. And their system, offensively, defensively, is not that many holes. They're not a great rebounding team. I would say that. OKC is not a great rebounding team, defensive rebounding team. When you talk about what I think the Lakers could do, and we said it's not that many things, but I think Austin Reeves have to hunt. He got to go hunting out there. He have to look to score the ball. He have to be aggressive offensively. With Luka out, he has to go. He has to be that hunter. LaRavia, but also Rui. Rui have to continue cooking. He had a really good first round. He has to continue staying in that flow and continue cooking. Who else I'm talking about? Ayton, right? And Ayton had a really good series, too, as well. Offensive rebounding. He has to be aggressive on the offensive rebounding tip. And LeBron, right? I'm not expecting LeBron to have a perfect game or be the best guy out there for the whole game. But can LeBron steal 1 quarter? If LeBron can get 1 quarter and just keep the game interested that way, then now the Lakers may have a chance in this game.
The Lakers also have to control the possession game. I don't think they need to play fast to keep up with OKC and their style, playing fast, getting into transition. I think they need to control how they play. Yes, when the opportunity there, you see layup, you go take it. But just to play fast, I don't think so, because I agree, Ayton has a huge role and responsibility. Can he create extra possessions for the Lakers to give them more opportunities?
Ayton's going to have to play out of his mind in this series. Like, you're going to have to ratchet up a little bit more. And that's with everybody, to compete against this team, because they're going to come at you. And they don't care if it's a 25-point blowout. They're not slowing down. They're going to continue to execute and keep coming downhill and getting at you and passing that ball out, knocking down threes. And when you play in the OKC, you know how the crowd is there, Mel. You play. It's rowdy, it's loud, and they feed off of that, and it can get very dangerous.
We've been there when they're rolling, for sure.
Absolutely. So we haven't talked about the Lakers. They have to be willing to make and take tough shots against OKC. You have to make tough shots. You have to take tough shots. They're going to have to be willing to live with those tough shots from Austin, from LeBron, from everybody else, because they're going to force you, the Thunder's going to force you into taking tough shots. This is what the OKC do. They sit in the paint, they sit in the gaps, they steal, and they run out off of your turnover. So if you're taking a bad shot, if you're turning the ball over, OKC is going to kill you with that.
I know we laugh and joke about, you know, how this series is lopsided, but I do want to give JJ and LeBron an opportunity, a chance. I just want to see their basketball acumen, right? Because they are smart basketball players and they understand the game. So I want to see what that game plan is, just like he did with the Houston Rockets, right? He came out with a game plan, it worked for him. So I want to see what he's going to do.
I think we're going to see some double teams today on Shea. They're going to get the ball out of Shea's hand.
You know what is kind of cool? This is the first time that we're going to see LeBron James going against Shea in the playoffs, and Shea has already said he's looking forward to the matchup, just being able to test himself against one of the greatest of all time, even though he did say he's a little outside his prime. But it's fun, and I'm like, not Shea having an edge. He's created like another little edge for himself. I'm just like, it's going to be 40 buckets today. It's going to be